Welcome back to the Storm Watch 12 Winter Forecast on News Watch 12.
Here's the answer to the weather question. B, the water in the Pacific Ocean is getting much warmer.
Thanks for staying with us for our winter weather special. Well, now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for the winter weather forecast. Dan has been researching and preparing for weeks to share his special insights into what will happen this winter. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Megan. Time now for the winter weather outlook. We've been waiting for it, and according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, above normal precipitation will fall during December, January, and February across the eastern United States, while the west, they're still forecasting drier than normal across southern Oregon and really dry across California as a result of a condition that we call El Nino. They were forecasting the conditions in the water to turn from cooler than normal to warmer than normal, but frankly that hasn't happened. So this forecast, sort of based on that, would give us above normal temperatures across a good chunk of the country with colder than normal temperatures in the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and also over Florida, equal chances elsewhere. But I have some information that is a little bit different. I'd like to show you that the water is still very warm. This is the Western Pacific, Australia, New Guinea, over towards the Philippines. Very, very warm water. And that water has to change in order for things to go from El Nino or from La Nina to El Nino, and that's not happening. We have cold pockets and neutral water conditions that are prevalent across the equator, and this would tend to consolidate the jet stream and set, you know, we've been hit so hard the last couple of days, flooding, heavy rains, fire, just nearly winds that are higher than hurricane force. Well, this kind of situation with the Pineapple Connection and these frequent storms coming in, a higher probability this winter because of the way the situation is in the neutral condition. Now, the Columbus Day storm of 1962 happened during a neutral weather situation, a neutral water condition. There will be periods where it's dry, and when it is, we'll see some fog, but most of the time, a progressive winter pattern where storms come in and go, and we don't stay stagnant with one dry, long winter or one wet winter with, it'll just be kind of one wet period and then a dry period. Now, I looked at 13 dry, July, August, September, wet Octobers, using a different forecasting technique. We call it using climate history. When I did that, I found out that Crater Lake has a 62% chance of being colder than normal. Also, a 69% chance for some wetter than normal conditions. Did the same thing for the Rogue Valley. And when we do that, possibly because of the shadowing effect of a southwest wind flow, those southwesterlies and the shadowing in the Rogue Valley, the forecasting technique using 13 years of dry August, September, and weather going into October getting very wet, we tend to be about normal on temperatures, kind of normal on precipitation, maybe a little bit below normal, and that is the forecast technique using climatology. So, based on this information, higher chance for additionally 1 to 2 very strong storms during the wintertime. We've already had the one, more coming. Rogue Valley near normal or slightly warmer than normal temperatures. And for us, we also anticipate that the mountains will see colder than normal temperatures over the winter season. And finally, we look at the mountainous areas and the valleys, and we find some dry periods that may be some periods of dense fog. And also, for us, we plan that there will be a Rogue Valley near or slightly drier than usual under these circumstances. So again, the mountains getting the snow, that's good news. We don't need it as much in the valleys. It's better to get it in the mountains, and snowier than usual conditions anticipated for the mountains, and that is exactly what we need. So that's your winter weather forecast.
So it looks like we need to prepare for some winter storms this season.
The odds are we'll see 1 or 2 very large storms, so we need to be ready.
All right, Dan. Thanks for joining us this evening for our Newswatch 12 Winter Weather Special.
We've provided you with information that will help save your life and keep you and your family and your pet friends safe at home or when you're traveling.
Thank you so much for watching.
Have a good evening. See you tonight at 11.